Yay! Live, live, live. Love it. Welcome. 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 For those of you catching the replay, and of course, those of you soon to be jumping on here on the live, please say hi. Let me know how you're feeling this week, today, with everything, all the crazy energies, everything going on. What's up with you? How you be, boo? How you be? And as you all do that, I'm going to share the YouTube link into, oops, wrong button, into the Goddess Tribe on Telegram, where we all come together, we hang out, we discuss all things twin flames, self-love empowerment. It is that starting space for you finding this place and space where you're not alone, where you're not going to be seen as insane, but you're part of the crazy crew. Because we're all crazy in my world. I mean, you got to be crazy, right? In order to live in this crazy world, you got to be, right? I like to say crazy is my calling card. Hello, crazy? Where are we going today, buddy? Yeah. That's how I roll. I mean, you kind of had to be crazy to fly around the world for a guy. I mean, just a little bit. Crazy's how I roll. Crazy's how I roll. All right, let me get this dropped in here. I'm live. And we are talking about, oh my goodness, one of my favorite things to talk about. There's a lot of things I like to talk about. I'm a Gemini. I'm very talkative. But one of my favorite things is, and when I realized this, it was like, oh, wait a minute. This is why I say that power, it's in you. It's in you. That you are the catalyst. So we're talking about our point of attraction, aka the emotional frequency scale. Oh, the quick little peekaboo. Oh! It's in your email. It's definitely in your email for day 7. I have to check. I'm like, we're on day 7 because this is a new structure for my challenge, because it used to only be 7 days, and now you all get 17 days. Oh my goodness! All right, I'm live. Drop this in the tribe. Boom. Hello, goddess. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, you know, let me know, especially if you have handles that are not your name. Let me know what your name is so I can say, hi, goddess, under name. My name is Rochelle, and I am the creator and self-love empowerment coach of Empowerment Experiences and this Healing Twin Flames movement that actually began because of my own awakening to the twin flame connection, that's what I was in, and that explained so much. JC, that's right, JC. There's so many. I get emails, I get private messages, I'll keep track. Everybody. Welcome, Goddess JC. It is a pleasure to meet you too, Goddess. I love this. I love it. Love. We're all about the love. We're all about the high vibrations. I'm picking up good vibrations. Just give me excitations. And that's what we're about. It's Friday, y'all. It is Friday. I saw the best little sticker that's in my story right now. You have to go see my story. I just took a little selfie picture, and I was like, it's Friday, and I typed in the search bar, and there was one that came up that said, it's Friday, bitches, and I'm like, oh, I love that! It's Friday, bitches! And I'm super stoked. My other soul sister, Mona, hello, Mona, Poems of Mona here on Instagram, my local Phoenix soul sister named Mona. She and we like to joke that we're going out to spread some fuckery today. Friday! It's all about, again, spreading those good vibrations. Right? Because we each are the catalyst. We each, however we show up in the world, that is what you are emitting. And whatever you emit, that's what you get. However, it can be challenging, right? Because we have a world that's so immersed in those lower vibrations. But that's why we're all here. That's why we're all here to raise the vibration, raise the roof. Boy, I'm a little sassy today, y'all. I'm a little sassy today. Train! Toot toot! Like I said, I'm in a space. I'm in a space, a good space. All right. So yes, that is my own line. Whatever you emit, that's what you will get, because it's true. And I know I am far from. I'm not perfect at this. I'm so not perfect at this. I understand it, and that's the key. Is that it makes sense. But when we go to actually practice something and implement, that's when we hit all those blocks, right? Where it's like, boom, you get tested, shit starts to fall apart. Something doesn't, line up in your day, and it throws the entire day off, and then you're tested, right? You're really being pushed to that, and so easy. It's so easy because that's the collective, right? For us to fall into that overwhelm, that frustration, which anger and and irritability, and we just end up all super cranky, right? Now, it's okay. First and foremost, this is one of the challenges that we have, is when we experience those lower vibrations, we tend to just make it 10 times worse for ourselves, especially those of us who are awake and aware that, oh my God, I'm putting this out there and I don't want to put this out there. I'm not allowed to feel bad. Okay, that's a bunch of horse manure, okay? It's just poppycock, all right? Because you're human. In this realm, you're having a human experience here, so you're gonna have all your emotions, and you're gonna be all, I love this word, verklempt. It was something back when I was like in high school, some kind of performer back then, and I always, Anyway, I never saw the actual show myself, but the word verklempt, right? But you get all tangled up, and all that resistance, you start to create this hamster wheel of, being stuck in that energy, being in that space of, I'm not allowed to express this, I need to be positive all the time, and that's a bunch of bullshit. Both. Gosh, I'm in a mood today, because those who really know, right? We all know, right? Show of hands. Who is well aware that the spiritual awakening journey is not all rainbows and butterflies? Show of hands? That rather what it really is you waking up to all of everything. Really everything. And especially all the things that you are not, right? And as well as all the things that you are. So, all of a sudden there, I'm all over the place. I'm just like And what you are, though, is an energetic being. At your very core, you are an energetic being. And that means that you are emitting a frequency. Like I said, whatever you emit, that's what you get. But when you find yourself in those lower vibrations and you start to beat yourself up, you start to freak out and feed it with even more fear and going, oh my God, I can't, I don't want to feel like this. But at the same time, you are in that discernment space of knowing that this is coming up to be released. Because if you suppress and repress, this is what's so wrong with so many of us. This is why disease really happens. It's because we have misalignment within ourselves, right? We're not really allowing ourselves to be who we are and where we are. We're not allowing for this toxicity, these things within us, to be expressed and thus released from within us. And instead, we usually come from the backside and we say, oh my gosh, I don't want to feel that. And we say that. That's why I started this challenge towards the very beginning about that Bartholomew quote. That we're so afraid to feel the pain without realizing that we've already birthed it, but now we have this wound that's become infected. But we don't want to address it. Well, this is what it is to address it, is to still honor those feelings that put you in those lower vibrations. Because it's realizing that if those things are coming up to be released, then that shit is being kept inside you. And that creates a subconscious or a subliminal frequency that you're putting out. And so you may be out having a great day, all high vibe, and then bam! And it's like, oh, that would be the momentum. That would be the subconscious patterning, the beliefs about whatever just exploded in your journey, right? It is that space of saying, I need to allow myself to release this, and at the same time, be putting out those good vibrations. So it's the whole journey of unlearning and learning simultaneously. Undoing and redoing simultaneously. Right? Catch my little breath there. I just got a little message on there. Anyway, all right. So here is something that I have very much come to recognize, again, that it seems to be the case that when you are in that good space, you're feeling good, right? And all of a sudden shit starts to hit the fan. And you're like, but wait a minute, I was doing all the work, I was high vibe, and I was feeling good. Without realizing that perhaps there was that spiritual bypassing. Again, I don't want to address it, so I'm just going to focus on the positive. Without realizing, again, we purge through, we release it, so those lower vibrations are cleared from us, and we continue to rise. We continue to allow for our base frequency to rise. And that's what the challenge is when we're starting this journey in particular. Our base frequency for a lot of us is from that place of unworthiness and fear and guilt and shame. So, and I'm going to show you this. So we're all down in those lower vibrations, right? And as we start to allow ourselves to feel better, to allow ourselves to really embody love and joy and to be in that, and to really start to allow yourself to look at your experience through the lenses of joy, of love, because you are anchoring into that frequency, even when shit's hitting the fan and you feel like everything is falling apart. It's because that which is falling apart or falling away wasn't you anyway. But the ego thinks it is, but it's not. It's not. All right. So this is my favorite one. I found it online, and it is in your in the email challenge. But down here we have all of these lower frequencies, right? All of these little lower frequencies. And this is why right now, why the majority of the population is being kept in fear, because it's a very low vibration, and we are, you know, our energy is currently, it's being harvested. It has been for millennia. And that's why we're all here. We're all here to raise our vibrations. Each and every one of us. That is the foundational mission of all twin flames. Is you're here to be a higher vibration. You're here to be the change, right? And that means that we got to make what changes need made in ourselves, so that we are, the word that keeps coming to mind is transmitters, but I know there's a different kind of word where we have come into this world here, into this realm, right, with the intention of raising humanity out of this lower frequency, lower vibrational state of being collectively. And that's what reclaiming our power is about. That's what freedom is all about, is you are free to be the human, the fully expressed human that you've come to be as the soul. You are that soul that's come to be this human in this realm, fully expressed, shining your light in this world, being love, amplifying love. But here's what I love about this, and I thank Dr. Joe Dispenza for this. Hello, Goddess Sybil. Dr. Joe Dispenza for this. Is fear is an absence of love. What have we often been taught? Is that hate is the opposite of love, or that even fear is an opposite of love, right? Because love is embracing, it's encompassing. Fear is get away from me, right? It pushes you away. So I want to point out something here so you can start to, again, unlearn what you've learned about love and fear, and love and hate even, is, and to learn this new perspective with a visual. So down here is fear. All the way up here is love. They are not at opposite ends. They're not at an end. And they are not at an opposite frequency. There's no opposite to it. Fear is a frequency of 100. Love is a frequency of 500. Love is so high vibrational. There is no fear in it. And simultaneously, there is no love in fear. Fear is here. Love is here. There is no love in fear. So right now, while the collective has been, these last 2 years in particular, been really sucked down into this fear vibration with the manipulation or the idea, the lie that, oh, I'm doing it for love. I'm doing it because I love my neighbor. I'm doing it because I love you. I'm doing it because I don't want you to get sick because I love you. But when you peel back those layers, it's all it's narcissistic love is what it is. It's that fake ego, superficial love that says, as long as you conditionally do this, that's what love is. As long as you do what everybody else is doing, then you're accepted. And again, coming from that place of I'm doing it for you, rather than really truly anchoring into that love energy and saying that I can only lead with love. I can only be true unconditional love and say you do you and I'm going to do me. Because the only power I have is over me. I don't actually have power over your health, your life, unless of course I kidnap you and hog tie you, right? That kind of stuff. But you are the one that has that responsibility. And that's where we are right now in this great shift, is all of these, the blame and shame, all of that is being amplified so that we are being asked to step into responsibility for each our own selves and where our power does lie. Because when you truly come from a place of love, you recognize that you must love yourself first. Meaning, you must care for yourself. You must make sure that you are nurturing and nourishing yourself and caring for yourself and giving yourself all of the love, right, that you desire to be spreading in this world. But here's the kicker, is that the love that we tend to put out there is only part. It's only part and parcel of that which we really have to share in this world. And I say that because if you do not truly love yourself, if you do not truly honor that healthy selfish that you must be in order to maintain you, and fill your cup full, then we're not really being and giving the fullest that we have to give out there, because we're not really truly practiced in the giving and thus receiving of that love. That's what the flow is about. Give, receive, give, receive. And I do talk about givers versus takers, and why it's not the same thing. That's one of kind of like the word coincidence. Remove it. It's not give and take either. I don't want a give and take relationship. I do not want a taker. And I don't want to be a taker. I would like to be in a relationship that is give and receive. Give and receive. So you give and I give and we both receive, and you see there's that beautiful flow, and that's what energy is about. Down here, there is no, you're still attracting whatever frequency you're putting out. That's what this is, right? You see the little lines? That's why I love this visual here. So the lines, imagine that each of that is like a layer of experience, right? And if you are putting out certain vibrations, especially down here at fear, we're only going to attract more experiences of fear, more experiences of shame. And this is why when we begin to raise our vibration out of this, and we begin to really recognize and take responsibility for the role that we have in not only each our own experience, but in this whole collective experience, then you begin to realize that, wait a minute, I am my point of attraction. And if I would like to be drawing to me more love experiences, then I need to really be mindful, first aware, but secondly mindful of why I'm doing the things I'm doing. How am I really showing up? Am I coming from a place of saying, oh, you need to wear and you need to, because for me. And it's like, whoa. While you're going to McDonald's and you're eating that and you're not working out and you're not really taking care of yourself, you want me to do it your way? Wait a minute, but I'm going to the gym and I'm working on my own diet and wait, what? It's again, authentic versus superficial. Superficial love is masks things like fear and blame and shame and guilt. Well, but if you love me, then you'll do this. And that's conditional. And that's what we're here to transcend out of, is that conditionality. And really begin to recognize that we each are responsible for our own selves, our own health, and that means mental health, spiritual health, physical health, emotional health. That's all each our own responsibility. And it's about loving yourself enough to begin to really honor that and start to, again, pay attention to where you are and what you are emitting via your frequency, your point of attraction, because that's what you are drawing back to you. And as we all continue this raising of our vibrations and emitting these higher vibrational energies, things that do not resonate will fall away. And this is the thing about, anti-something, anti-racism, war, anti-this. Anything that you push against, you actually are still feeding energy. You're still watering the weeds, even when you're anti-something, because in law of attraction, the universe doesn't hear the negative. It just feels the vibration. So war, racism, all of these things have a vibration to them. And so any which way you're feeding them, you're amplifying them. The key is, what is it that we want? We want connection. We want recognition that we're all a family, that we're all one race. So we feed that. We stop telling these stories over here. And that's the same with anything in our experience. Is in order to really truly set your point of attraction for what you desire to be attracting into your experience, you've got to tune to that. You've got to tune your focus, your tuner, your energy to that. So that way, again, as the scale, whatever level you're at, that's what you're aligned with attracting. Now, obviously, twin flame union, you're talking all the way up here, sister. And this is why we have all of this healing to do right down here, to be releasing all of this and focusing on what you do want and no longer focusing on what you don't. And allowing the universe to really support you in the what you don't want by just getting off the subject. Because here's the thing of it. And, you know, the ego is that control, right? She's total control freak. Like, jeez. Is that she's going to want to, you know, have that, you know, she's going to want to stay in the same space. She's going to want to control how, oh my God, well, if I stop focusing on that, then, oh my God, I have to sort it out. I have to figure it out. I have to be the one to fix it or whatever it may be. When instead, you no longer have power. In fact, your power regarding any situation that doesn't feel good, if you really let yourself see, you look at that and you say, well, wait a minute, where is my power in this? That you don't want to continue in your experience. It's saying, okay, number one, have I done all I could do? If the answer is yes, and there's literally like, I don't know, you got a speeding ticket or something, and it's your first one ever. That's not my case, but from my first one was like, I was like 18. So, but it's your first one ever. And you're like, oh my God, all freaked out about what it's going to be. And you get all worked up and you want to fix it. You want to fix it right now, right now, right now. But you can't go see the judge. You can't, you're on their time. There's literally nothing else you can do except to pivot and let the universe do its part, because that's what we haven't really been taught in this world. Is that one, we're not doing this shit alone. By that I mean it's not just your physical, it's the energetic as well. And that brings us all the way back to this whole, it's all energy. Everything is energy. So if the energy of this doesn't feel good and it's dragging you down and then you literally can do nothing else, there's no further action you can take with regard to it, then get the fuck off the subject. Stop watching it, stop paying attention to it, stop feeding it, and focus on things where you do have power. That is where your power is in that moment, is to pivot. To pivot and to really tap into what's my point of attraction here. And what would I like to be attracting, especially when it comes to this experience that I'm really not liking and I'm not sure how good it's going to go or how bad it's going to go. And you're stressing out, right? Because fear is worry and anxiety. That's why I love this chart here. Fear is worry and anxiety, right? So you're all worried and you're got fear going on. Don't feed that. Don't feed that. So you know what? I am ready to be at these higher vibrations. So where can I maybe even get to acceptance? Where can I just accept that, you know what? I've done all I can do. It is what it is. What will be, will be. I trust, I surrender, I say yes. To focusing. It is, right? Go out and have some fun. Raise your vibration because you are that catalyst. Now, if before that happens, and you got to crawl in that shower for that, I love the fugly shower cry. I do it. I love it. I do. It's not ever a bad thing. I mean, it can feel icky and ew and cruddy and, because you're releasing this toxicity, right, that's in you. And we get all, sappy and sobby and all of that. Right, I get it. And you got to go into that place. But when you come out, that's that breakdown to the breakthrough. And then you have that breakthrough and you're just like, oh, I've released so much. And that's what this is about, is again, releasing those dense energies. So your vibration naturally rises. But if you suppress or repress your emotions, which we've all been taught, right? We've all been taught. I'm here to tell you, sister, you express that shit. Don't keep it in. Right? So once you do that, once you allow for that release to take place, you pivot, and that's why I did the practicing the pivot before today in the challenge, where the gratitude and such like that, for you to quickly pivot your focus, and therefore for you to quickly raise your vibration. I have allergies have been obnoxious again. Again, in the desert out here in the Phoenix Valley, we don't have 4 weather seasons. We have 4 allergy seasons. So, but again, It is about you getting to that point. You are the catalyst. So you release this, you hold that space for yourself, which we've been talking about all up to now. So go back and watch the other videos from labeled this challenge so far, right? So holding that space, allowing for this lower vibrational shit to be purged and released from you so your vibration can rise. And you can also, again, feed the rising of your vibration, right? So do what you got to do, sister. Be where you got to be in whatever space you need to be in for yourself to process through these things, to break it down, to break through, so you can leave it behind, let it go, and let your vibration rise higher and higher and higher, so you really are rising and thriving on your journey, your twin flame self-love empowerment journey, right? Woo! That was a mouthful today. Woo, woo. All right, so with that, I guess, I want to say that I did get the new confirmation checklist sent out yesterday for those already on the email list. For those that are new signups here forward, you're going to get the updated one. I automatically update the automation as well in my email. So you're already getting the brand new one that's coming to you too. It's dated January 6th. The new download, because it does have the file name, I believe, when you download it. So that said, you do have a meditation that's really amplifying the you are energy. It was one of my favorite from my favorite meditation guru. She I just love this. And it was one of those where when I listened to it the first time, I was like, wow. Like, it really takes you to that place where you're seeing through different eyes your experience here. All right. And then be sure to do the accountability activity, which I have more details coming for the giveaway and the gifts and all that fun stuff. I know I have my giveaway, or my my activity to post for today's for day 7. I did day 5 and 6, but I have day 7 and moving forward. So I'm doing them with all of you. So be sure I have certain posts. I am getting to setting up a highlight on my Instagram. So that way when you come to my profile, you'll see the 17-day, and that's probably what it'll be, 17-day with my little Instagram bubble, Insta story bubble, and each of my posts, so you can kind of get an idea of how to, if you're having that challenge of what to say, what you're being asked to post in order to have that entry into the giveaway that will be drawn the first week of April. That'll be the first giveaway drawing. It is a perpetual drawing, and it happens every 90 days. All right, so this challenge is a perpetual challenge. All right, so with that, I believe that covers all the details. And with that, I'm ready to go spread some fuckery after I go work my tushy. Workout. Yeah! Look, I'm so proud of my definition, going to the gym and feels so good. Feels so good. Although my quads are not in agreement with that right now. They're still sore from Wednesday leg day. That said though, remember, you are the catalyst, goddess. You are. And you get to choose, even when you're not feeling good and you're purging through that, you get to choose whether or not you're beating yourself up or you're just holding space for yourself and having that compassion and recognizing, honoring that this is part of the process. This is part of the journey, that I'm just going to go through this so I can grow through this and get to the other side. And then I'm like that much stronger, that much wiser, and that much more ready for whatever the fuck is coming my way. Because I got this shit. You got it, goddess. You got this jet. Okay? And I'm so proud of you, any and all of you who are doing this challenge and waiting for more accountability activities to come up. Just saying. All right. Keep going. You got this. You got it. Now go spread some fuckery today and let the world know that you are here, damn it. And you're here to stir shit up, because you are not here to fit in the box. Break out of that bitch. Okay? I gave you permission to do so. The universe gives you permission to do so. because you were created to be all of you. So go do that. Be the light, be the love that you are, goddess. And I will see you back here tomorrow morning for, what's the next day we're doing? Tomorrow is going to be, good vibe givers. I love this one. What am I saying? I created the challenge. I love every day of the challenge. I love it all. I love you. And let's just roll with this. I told you I was in a mood today. I'm in a space. All right, that said, I'm going to go work out and then go have some fun Friday. And I really encourage you to do the same. So go create amazing, goddess. That power, it is in your hands. Your point of attraction, it's in your hands. The power to control your point of attraction is in your hands. Because that power, it's inside you. It's always been inside you. I'll see you tomorrow morning, goddess. Remember, sign up link down below. If you have any questions or anything, hit reply on that or show up to the lives, ask me on those and everything. And of course, come join the free Goddess Tribe on Telegram. I'm here for you. I believe in you. I know in you. You got this. We all got this. I'll see you tomorrow, goddess. Namaste.